Hi there. So today I want to talk to you about your tongue. I want you to look at your tongue in the mirror, and maybe you've never thought about how it relates to your health. But today I'm going to talk to you about 5 different diagnoses or patterns that I use in my holistic practice with patients. And these are the most common diagnoses that I use with fertility patients. So I'm going to describe them. And then as you're watching this video, hit pause or whatever, go grab your mirror or your phone and look at your tongue and go, what is she talking about? Let's get into it. It's super cool. It's like a report card, but in your mouth. And it gives you a whole map of your entire ecosystem, your internal health, your external health, your mental health. Everything is in here. It's all part of my foundational training, which I have my doctorate in, is Chinese medicine and acupuncture. And so it's one of our main ways that we diagnose patients. It's my favorite. If you're familiar with Chinese medicine, we use a lot of different tools to help us diagnose patients. And I would say pulse diagnosis is my second favorite, but tongue is my absolute favorite. So when you see stars sticking out their tongues on social media or on photos, just know that I'm like, oh, what is going on with your tongue? I'm obsessed. Okay, number 1, I talk about blood deficiency. And so blood deficiency as a tongue is going to look pale or light colored. And sometimes it's the whole tongue. Sometimes it's just the sides. And I'm going to add in some diagrams for you. And this is definitely a topic that I want to stick with because I think it is not easy, but you can start to go, oh, I see what she's talking about. Okay. Blood deficiency. So pale, pink, or pale. Like sometimes it can even be not pink at all. It's so pale. If you have anemia, it'll be like super light. And this could be malnourishment of the uterus or of the womb. And this kind of a tongue shows you, okay, I need to fix this because this can be impacting my egg quality, or it can cause you to have irregular menstrual cycles, or anovulation where you're not ovulating. You could have cramping. You can have an empty blood kind of a syndrome. So you want to work in, of course, iron-rich foods like spinach, beets, beetroots into your diet. So we call it nourishing blood. So strengthening the blood in your system. There's also really strong herbs that can help you to nourish your blood as well. Okay, the next type of tongue is super easy to spot. Usually, it means there's like a toxic buildup in the system. So it could have red spots. That would be more like heat toxin. But I'm talking when you see somebody's tongue where it's yellow, it's greasy, this will imply a buildup of toxins or maybe some heat in the body. This can definitely impact hormone stability. And it can cause ovulation disorders or imbalances. For example, PCOS. If you have PCOS, you might look at your tongue and go, I wondered what that greasy, maybe even yellowish tint to the coat is. That could be it. Okay, next up, number 3 is poor circulation. So this is going to have like purple or even like a bluish tinge to it on the sides for sure, because that represents liver. Put a pin in that. But this could be like a stasis or a stagnation of blood or oxygen or both. So this can indicate issues or lack of proper blood flow to reproductive organs. And it can lead to things like endometriosis, fibroids. Okay? Painful periods, irregular periods, on and off heavy bleeding. You might have painful diarrhea. Depending on what is causing this type of blood stasis, what you want to do is engage in regular, gentle exercises, walking, yoga. Sometimes you want to do something stronger to invigorate blood flow. There's different types of circulation challenges. I'm trying to give you like the overview so you can start looking, and there's dozens of specifics with the tongue. Okay, blood stasis is going to be more of like a dark purple tongue. If you flip your tongue up and look at the bottom of it, if there's like thick or like ropey veins under there, something you probably have never noticed before, you may see this if you have periods that are like big clots, painful, purple clots, deep, hard to expel. If you've experienced miscarriage or recurrent miscarriages, this could be due to poor uterine blood flow. How do we help this? How do we get rid of blood stasis? You want to work in heat. So like warm compresses on the lower belly area, just like 10 to 15 minutes. You can do this throughout the month. You can do this just the last 2 weeks before your period is due. That will be helpful. And then also you want to drink specific herbs and spices like ginger and turmeric. So you can shave that up and then pour some boiling water over it, sip on it. That helps blood circulation and it helps to break up those blood stasis clots and pain in the system. Blood stasis can also cause endometriosis. And then lastly, dampness. Okay, so this is going to sound maybe a touch like the toxic tongue, but so dampness is going to be like that thick coating on the tongue. This is a sign of dampness. But in case of fertility, you're going to see a diagnosis like PCOS. It depends. You can also have like excessive cervical mucus. You can have different types of cysts throughout the body. If you have a damp tongue, you're going to feel like it's almost too big for your mouth. And then if you look on the sides and around it, you'll see teeth marks, like it's been laying on the tongue. It's too big for your mouth. So again, I'm going to give you some examples and I will have more videos coming. But what I want you to do, please, is subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. And I have a little bit more information here, but I'm Dr. Gina and I've helped over 2,000 couples and women to get pregnant, have healthy babies with all these tips on the channel. So please subscribe. And then also, if you want to, tell me in the comments, are you totally grossed out by tongue diagnosis? Or do you want to see some really cool video or photos of them? Okay, back to damp tongues. So they're big, they're puffy, they're swollen. And how you can improve this is by reducing dairy, sugary foods that can cause buildup in the spleen and digestion. And you want to have bitter, kind of pungent foods like kale, garlic, and that will help to get rid of the dampness in your body. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. So I just want to tell you, if you have a damp tongue, you may also have fatigue, again, like digestive disorder or discomfort, loose stools, bloating, gas. There's so much more. And I love this topic. So please, again, tell me in the comments, yes, I want tongues. And I have some celebrity tongues that I'm thinking about sharing with you because they're all sticking them out these days. So I'm like, no way. I can use them as examples, but I probably won't use their name, but I'm pretty sure by bright red lipstick that you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay, so did I miss anything? Absolutely not. I can't wait to see you in the next video, but drop comments below and I can't wait to hear from you.